If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
All right. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome Mark, Lannis. Good to see everybody again. And today we're having not Troy, but his son, Matthew, on today. And that's what I've been excited to tell everybody, because it's going to be the young people like Matthew that's going to be bringing the next generation of fountain pens to keep them alive. And so Matthew's been doing this, I don't know, what, 5, 6 years now with his
ever
dad.
since I was 7.
So Matthew, welcome and enjoy yourself. And yes, the folks will be asking you questions, and you'll probably do a better job than me. So here we go. So Matthew, the show is all yours. Take it away. That's a galaxy.
So how about what started you in pens in the first place?
My dad.
How was that though? I mean, okay, your dad started you in pens. Did you see a pen that your dad was doing, or what?
So it's a mixture between, like, I saw my dad doing stuff like with pens, and then he gave me like a Jinhao 599 or something. I forgot the number that it was, but.
So how old were you when you started, and how old are you now?
I was 7 when I started, and I'm about like, and I'm like 13 and a half.
Get that half in, Lannis. They got to get that half in. Remember? Okay. Yeah. I'm about like you are. I don't use the half though. Okay. So, what is your main interest about fountain pens?
It's just like how many different inks there are and how many different models of pens, how many different nibs. It's just like, it's way more of like an open world than on ballpoints.
Anybody else like to ask Matthew a question? You can just jump in at any time.
Do you have a favorite brand, Matthew?
Probably Jim Hines or like Waterman.
Okay.
Well, like custom pens in general.
Okay. Have you tried one of Mike Green's?
My dad has one.
Ah. He makes really cool pens. I have one of his. So if you're looking for a new brand to try, you might check out Mike.
Like, you know, Matthew, I think one of my top favorite pens, to be honest with everybody, and it's just me, is Montblanc. I mean, for me, that's the Kicker 5 pen right there. It's just a dynamite pen, in my opinion. Some can disagree, and that's cool, but everybody is entitled to their opinion. And then, you know, I do love Visconti, but I do love Jinhao, Pilot, Lamy, and you name it. I just like the pens. So, do you have a favorite pen?
Yeah. Probably one that I've gotten here recently that I really love is my Waterman Harley Davidson pen.
Yeah, that's a nice pen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love Waterman, yeah, as well. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. What size nib do you enjoy the most?
Medium.
Medium. Okay. Anybody else want to ask Matthew a question?
Matthew, do you know any other young folks who are your age that are also using fountain pens?
There was this one kid at a pen show a year or so back, and he was kind of doing like what Jim does, where like he makes his own resins and stuff, and like just making custom pens. And
so the young man was making custom pens?
yeah, he's on like 13 or 14.
Matthew, you got a great side hustle right there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Jim, he can put me in a class with him and teach me.
Oh, when's you gonna do that?
Next time I go down to Texas.
Okay. So, is your brother into fountain pens as well?
My older one or my younger one?
Younger.
He has had a couple. He bought a Pelican, a ballpoint, or I don't know if it's a Pelican fountain pen. He bought that at a show, but then he also bought this fountain pen that I don't know the name of it, but he's kind of into them.
Has there been any fountain pens that you have dealt with that you just didn't care for?
Probably like any calligraphy pens. They're just not my style. And also, there was this one Chinese brand. It was just kind of like a no-name brand. Those pens just absolutely like.
Dan's out today.
I know it.
No.
Those pens were just like absolutely like their nibs stuck, and I put the same ink in that pen.
No, it's not.
I put this ink in that pen that I did in like my Waterman, and the Waterman it just wrote way better.
There's a pen. Have you messed with your dad's 149 Mont Blanc?
No, I don't think he'll allow me to.
Okay, I just a thought. Okay, have you broken any pens or damaged any nibs learning how to use a fountain pen?
Yeah, there was this one pen that like we had near the like that we wrote on like our shopping list, and this was like before I knew how to use them. Like I bent the nib on accident.
So what's your next pen on your list to buy?
Someday, like I would like to have an Edison or like a Waterman Edison, or I would like to have like there's just no pens like at the top of my list, cause like it's mainly just pens that I see that I like. I just want like I want them.
Yeah, I don't know if you're like me. Every pen I see, I want. Just can't afford them.
Yeah, like
I
yeah,
was just
there's a
thinking that.
bunch.
You what, Mike?
I said Matthew, I was just thinking that. You sound a lot like Larry. I think every time he sees a pen, he wants it. Although I have to admit, I'm like that too. I do like, you see pens, as you like when you go to the shows, and you go, that would be a fun pen.
Yeah.
So what kind of things do you do with your pens?
Currently I am working on a letter from Mr. Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you like
Hopefully
to write?
I'll get that in a few months.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, I'm already in the process.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Is that the same letter we heard about this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to do like the Skittles idea that Tony was talking about. Cause like I've all different pens with different colors, and I kind of just want to make it to where like it's not like the same old boring ink throughout.
I know that I'm guilty for letters, but I've got a plan. Really, I just like to show you how far I'm behind. But I mean well. That's not too bad, is it, y'all?
Probably like 15.
I've been worse. I promise you.
I've been worse than that. Yeah.
But my plan is today when we get through here, I'm going to sit in the living room. I got my lab pad ready to write on to start getting them out again. But that's my plan. So when you write a letter, Matthew, do you use a certain ink, a certain pen, a certain nib, or what?
Sometimes I just use a pen that's like the one that I'm using at the moment, because this one is like my pen for the day. Like it's just the one I've wrote with today. But then I have all of these here that like these are the ones that are inked.
Nice.
Right now,
It's just whatever one I think will just go good.
do you have
Matthew, how many pens do you have in your personal collection?
I'll check.
how many?
He's looking.
He's looking.
Okay.
Got to count them up, Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got them on a spreadsheet, eh?
Yep.
You really do have your pens on a spreadsheet? You are the man.
My dad made them.
Oh yeah. He keeps his on a spreadsheet, so you're doing it the same way now, huh?
No, my dad made the spreadsheet.
Oh, he made the spreadsheet. Okay, so he's keeping track for
I
you.
have a spreadsheet, believe it or not. Seriously. And I
Mhm.
came out with that back in what, 2016?
Now, when was the last time you actually put one in there?
2016.
Yeah.
I have
so-
100. I have 100 exact.
100 pounds.
Wow.
So my problem is when I go to pens and if they don't have a nib number on it or a letter on it, I've got to say what size nib. I've got to look up a pen. What is this pen? Because I really don't write them down.
And I keep trying to get him to do that because, well, one day it will be up to me to deal with the pens, and I won't know a Mont Blanc from a Jen Howell.
Now, come on, Jake. Have you not learned anything hanging in with us?
Well, I know they're both black. I know that much.
Mont Blancs have like the store on the top of the like the top of the lid.
Oh yeah, I forgot the little logo thing. So
Yeah, but you don't know if it's a 149
That's
or a
true.
Legrand or 145, 144 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know that either.
Me neither.
See, now Lana, she's the Pelican lady.
Yeah, birds all the way.
There you go. Yep.
My
Be
my
careful.
spreadsheet is just what is in this upper drawer here. That's my spreadsheet.
Never mind what's in your closets and your cupboards and your other drawers.
That's for duck calls.
That calls.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Matthew,
Yeah.
have you been to many of the pen shows?
I've only been to the Raleigh Pen Show and the DC Pen Show. I want to go to like the Chicago Pen Show and the St. Louis Pen Show. And then I want to go to the Boston Pen Show because I have family up there.
Okay.
Is your dad going to take you?
Yeah, he wants to go up there too.
Hopefully that'll happen. Hopefully. Yep. Okay.
Matthew, do you talk to any of your friends at school about fountain pens at all, or you don't even take them to school, or do you do anything like that at all?
I don't take them to school because there's a couple of kids in my class who will just treat them as like some old like cheap ballpoints. So I can't trust them really.
So, okay. At school, do you use a fountain pen or a ballpoint or a pencil or what?
I don't bring any of my high-end ones to school. I mainly just bring like some disposable fountain pens and like a Jen Howell.
Do you actually use them in school? Have
Yeah,
a chance to?
Yeah, because I have to write a lot in social studies class, so I take notes with them every once in a while.
Well, that's cool. Do you own any Kaweco?
Any what?
Kaweco fountain pen?
No.
Is that how we would
Those are
say
one of those
Coleco?
little-
Like a Coleco, or?
Kaweco, Kamiko, whatever, yeah. No? Okay,
I don't own
anybody?
it.
Matthew, how do your fountain pens do on really cheap school paper? Do you have to use like Noodler's X Feather or some special ink, or you just rock with what you got?
I have like some composition notebooks that they don't leak through. Like the only way they leak through is if like I like write very heavy on them.
So, hanging out with your dad doing fountain pen business, he shows you how to clean a fountain pen, right? And if
Yep.
so, have you done it?
Yep. There was this one day to where I had a couple of pens in my collection that just needed, like it was like 4 or 5 that just needed to be cleaned. So my dad, he taught me how, and then I just did all of them.
So how'd you find that? Icky? I hate it.
I do too.
This is all I did to clean them. I just took apart the pen and just cleaned the inside, and I just ran it through water.
Oh, Matthew, real quick. Remember that pen I promised you I was going to get you?
Yeah.
I think it was last month or month before last. I forgot. Well, I still have it. I haven't even boxed it up yet. I'm gonna try, God willing, to get it out Tuesday. Try. And Mike, I got your stuff. Try. And Mike's been waiting like 4 months. Oh well.
It's okay. That's okay.
Mike understands though.
I've got a couple pens here already boxed up, ready.
Ah,
I'm waiting for
I see.
addresses.
I see.
So I'm
Yeah.
prepared. That's what I did today. Clean up the pens, get them ready to go.
So back to you, Mr. Matthew. Have you had a chance to share with folks your age about fountain pens or even adults?
Yeah, me and my dad, we have told, so we have gave some people at like restaurants them. Then my friend's name is Connor. We had given his dad some. Oh, and then my teacher, a
Yeah.
couple years ago, my teacher has seemed interested in them. So my dad, he had sent me one to give her at school.
Have you used any of the Gin House shark pens?
Oh, yep. That's one of the ones that I gave her.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like them. They're fun. Yeah. Do you have a favorite Gin House pen?
There was this one like oversized Gin House that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of it, but it was pretty nice.
I wonder if it's the 159.
Yeah, it was the 159, I think.
Okay. Jake, you gonna ask him?
No, I don't have a question.
Okay. Anybody has a question? Everybody's in thought.
Matthew, what is your Grail pen that you want and aspire to, but you haven't purchased it or conned your dad into purchasing it for you yet?
The Namiki Koi pen.
Here you
Oh,
go.
I think you can forget that.
Step up, big guy. Remember the words of Stephen Stills: if you can't be with the pen you love the pen you're with.
That's right. That's right.
Mark, you're quite humorous tonight.
I've had a lot of caffeine.
Oh, is that what it is?
And you can't
Okay.
see, but I'm steadily throwing bones for my dogs off either side.
Oh, Mike, Matthew, you have a favorite paper or not?
Probably like the Claire Fontaine stuff that my dad was talking about, because I'm writing doors on there, and it's pretty good.
Well, real quick, Dan is on tonight, and whoever Galaxy S20 is, they're on. So, real quick, to the both of you, if you feel like you want to ask Matthew some questions, now's your time to do it. Or forever hold your peace, paperback writer.
What about colors of ink? Not necessarily a specific named ink, but Do you prefer blue, green, red, or what to use?
He's going to show us. All right.
Never interrupt the man when he's digging through his stash.
That's it. There he goes.
It's the pilot Murasaki Shikibu.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even say it.
Murasaki Shikibu.
Very good. Like I said, I can't even pronounce it. So
Is that kind of purple?
Yep.
Nice.
That's the color of it. Well, wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually, that's the color of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite inks, like all time.
Cool.
and
Yeah,
what's
we
the
might
other?
get-
Yep.
What's your other one, Matthew? Do you have another one?
I kind of like this. But I don't remember the name of it, but I like blue. I like blue inks too. Oh wait,
Mhm.
there it is. This Konpeki.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a nice one. Good one.
Ah.
Yeah, but we got the Oroshizuku Shikibu. We got that one from Frank at the DC Pen Show.
Hey, Dan, how are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. It's been a long haul. Don't know whether we're coming or going.
Are you back home now?
Yes. For at least for a while. It may not be our home for long. I'll have to explain it one of these times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Matthew, it's interesting you mentioned that because I like Konpeki a lot myself. In fact, I just finished a bottle of it today. I put some in a pen. It was the end of it. So I washed out the bottle. Have you looked at these bottles? Have you thought about what you might be able to do with them? They're pretty, they're pretty nice. What would you do with a bottle afterwards?
I don't really know.
Okay, I'm trying to, it's a nice bottle. You don't want to just throw this away, right?
No.
So I don't know what I'll do with it. But anyway, it's just funny because I just finished it today. I put it in a
You
pen.
could refill them. Yeah, people like to refill the bottles of ink because they have that little dip thing in the middle that you
Yeah.
can put your pen in and fill it easier. That's what they say.
Yeah, I could put a different ink in it that is a
Yeah.
little easier and use this bottle since it's so nice for filling. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
I
think
put
this is
colored
the
water in it, Mike.
colored water. Oh, so you put ink in it then, huh?
No ink. Just colored water.
Colored water.
And probably
Okay.
a little fish in there with it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe a little goldfish, sure.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. I'm thinking a little bitty turtle you might want to put in there or something
Okay.
too. Yeah. So Matthew, when you go back to school, what, Tuesday, right? You don't go to school Monday, I don't think.
Oh yeah, I got to school Monday. It's just early release.
Oh, okay. So, do you have already in your head a set of pens that you take or not? I mean, do you take a fountain pen, you take a gel, rollerball, ballpoint, what, pencil?
I mainly just use pencils just because in school, like, they're convenient. And if you make a mistake, you can erase it. Is that or gel pens?
Okay. Yep, that's cool. You use the number 2 pencils or the mechanical pencils?
Both.
Cool. I like that. Yep.
Mhm.
So, Dan, you have a question for Mr. Matthew?
I do, if you don't mind me asking him something more personal than pen oriented. Is that okay?
Yeah. We'll see.
Matthew, would you please tell us about your new doggy?
Mhm.
We saw him this morning.
Yeah, I brought them on here this morning.
Oh, you did. I missed that. So everybody knew but me.
And that's Barney, his new doggy.
Yep, he's
Barney.
Barney the Beagle.
Barney the Beagle. Wow. Wow.
Yep.
You should just call him B squared. B, get it? B. That's later math for you later on.
Oh, no, I get it, cause
Well, I saw some pictures of him. He looked kind of like a Snoopy dog.
yeah, we were thinking about naming him Snoopy. That's what
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
yeah, and my dog, my dad, he said that we could name him Snoopy so that we could call him Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Well, I'll tell you what, it sounds a little better than Slime Dog, if you want to know the truth.
Oh, Slime Dog was cool now.
Yeah, he was a
Slime
great dog.
Yeah, but I mean, Snoop Dogg sounds a little better than Slime Dog, don't you think? Snooping and sliming are a little, you know what I'm saying? What do you think, Matthew?
It has a better ring to it.
Yeah, it has a better ring to it. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but most of the time we just call Slime Dog Slimy.
Just old,
There you go, like that.
old slimy. Does your other doggy get along okay with him? Does it make him feel welcome?
Brady?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first like week or so, he absolutely hated Barney. Like he wouldn't even hang out with him. It was just he just hated him. But he's gotten more welcoming to
Mhm.
Barney because now he understands that Slimy isn't coming back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, now, will you allow Snoop Dogg to hang out when you're writing, or are you a little afraid that he'll kind of get into things like ink and stuff?
Oh, he eats about anything.
I'd keep him away from the ink.
Yep, he was getting into the trash just before this call.
Well, thank you for enlightening us on your new home life. That's so exciting.
So, Matthew, do you have any kind of plans to spread the fountain pen word to people your age or to keep it alive in other generations? How would you do that?
I don't really know, but my pastor at church, we gave him a fountain pen for Christmas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does he use it?
Oh yeah, wait, it was last year for Christmas.
Yeah. Lannis's pastor writes with fountain pens too. Did you know that?
It's true. My pastor and we discovered a number of years ago that we both were fountain pen enthusiasts. And so every year in September, we go to a Fight On Pens anniversary sale together. And we spend the whole day, we go there, and then we go doing a bunch of other things. And so it's very cool. Very cool.
That's neat. That is so neat. That's so neat.
Matthew, anything that you would like to share with the group about fountain pens that really just makes you go, I want it?
How it looks. That's the number one factor.
What about that giraffe pen that your dad got? Do you like that kind of pen? It looks like I touched on a good note there.
It's handy.
I'm jealous.
This one?
Yes, that one. That is
Yep.
so amazing. Yeah.
Did he get this from Mike Green?
I was going to say, did you know this guy right below you makes those?
No, I made some like that, but no, I don't know where your dad got that one, but he did not get it from me.
Yeah.
It is a very nice looking pen, definitely.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's part purple?
Yeah, it's purple and like it's like a giraffe.
Purple.
Yeah, it's called Purple Giraffe.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
that looks pretty cool. One day I might have one of those.
One day I won't have one of those. There.
Does that mean you have one right now, Larry?
No, I don't want any right now.
You
Oh,
don't,
Yeah.
oh, you
Yeah,
don't hear that very often.
not right now. I'm not saying about later
Oh, okay.
or tomorrow or the next day, but right now, this very instant, no.
I'm surprised Mr. Announcer hasn't snatched one of those up yet. This is a pretty cool looking pen.
Mr. Announcer has enough pens that just sit there and do nothing.
Including 2 that you haven't reviewed yet.
Uh-oh.
Nothing. He gets these pens and does nothing. But
Oh,
look,
I'm the collector. I just look at them.
he doesn't even remember him getting any of the pens either.
Oh, like
You know,
the
I
one
would think that Matthew would be inspiring Mr. Announcer to start doing perhaps
Good
a
luck.
review. Don't you think he should do a review for us?
Yeah, do it.
No, the thing is that at school, the only thing I really write is hall passes for kids, and I'm not in my room all day, so pens kind of disappear. And then when I get home, I'm put to work by the slave master doing videos until midnight, so I don't have any time to write pens.
Oh, please.
I knew it was Larry's fault. It would come down to that.
Well, you know, I'm trying to catch up on videos because I'm like a seesaw up and down. I'm trying to keep that certain pace going. And right now, so far, yeah, I'm keeping up with it, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy it.
so
So,
Matthew, you said that you liked a medium nib, right?
Yep, that's my favorite nib.
Do you ever venture forth to like extra fines or broads or anything like that?
I have tried fines before and extra fines, but like a fine, that one's okay, but medium it's just my comfort zone. I've just found that medium's just my favorite nib.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost always buy medium nibs. I bought somehow, I don't know how, one of my birds is extra fine, and I think it is a bird that's extra fine, but I just can't write with it. I just don't like it at all.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
with a medium nib, Landon, something you don't use a medium then?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I use mediums in just about everything, and I like to get my hands on some broads too from time to time and hang out with those. But I'm definitely not a fine and extra fine and however many other fines that there are. They are just way too scratchy for me, and I won't even. Generally speaking, unless it was the only pen that was available that I really wanted the pen more than the nib that I had to get, I would never pick up a extra fine or a fine.
Aren't they interchangeable? The Pelicans, aren't they interchangeable nibs?
It depends on the size of the model. Like you can't change a M1000 nib with an M205, but you can some of the closer ones, 200s, and maybe if you have a 400, you might, I think maybe those are interchangeable.
You can put older 600 nibs into a 200 or 400 body, but the newer ones won't cap because the nib's a little longer.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
So, Mark, what size nib do you use a lot?
I normally use broads in Japanese pens, and either broads or mediums in Western pens. However, I am an inverted tinkerer, and I almost always have them turned into stubs or cursive italics. And I discovered if you take a medium Japanese nib and turn it into a cursive italic or a stub, you can't see the line variation. It's there, but the line's so fine that, you didn't do anything. So I tend to stick to, in a Western pen, broad, double broad, and in a Japanese pen's broad. If you can get a Japanese double broad, I've never seen it.
I'm trying to think. Doesn't platinum have a double broad, Mark?
You know, I know they got music nibs, and that's kind of sort of a double
Right.
broad, but I don't recall seeing a straight up double broad. I'll sure look. I don't have all of my quote platinum pens are Nakayas or Nakaya, however how you say that. I have a couple of Nakayas, but I don't have any platinums that are, you know.
Now, they have a CM on the nib. That's for a broad nib or not?
It's what, a
Plat-
calligraphic nib?
Yeah, that's a calligraphy. Calligraphy. That's like a stub nib, right?
No, not on
I
mine.
had a CM and it was Mark CM and it was
On a platinum?
oh no,
Platinum.
something
Yeah,
else.
I'm
Was
talking
used
platinum
as,
right now,
I think
yeah.
it was a Japanese pen though. Trying to think which pen it was I had that did that. I still
Well, on my platinum, it's a CM, and I can't remember if that stood for broad or double broad. Because I think all the platinums, all the different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Some of the nibs that have C's on them, that's for coarse, is my understanding.
Oh,
Yeah, they're more feedbacky even than, like, you know, the normal sailor.
oh, okay. Okay.
Which is they're still pleasant to write with, but you know, it's
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a function of they have so many different papers they can choose from, and in Japan that, you know, you can actually select your pen to your paper, whereas here, you know, I got whatever I buy from the major distributors or Topps Docket Gold legal pads. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Do the Japanese don't they write like, do they write from the bottom up when they do their writing?
It goes up and down. I'm not sure if you know, from which direction they start.
Vertically, yeah.
so Matthew, tell us 10 of your favorite pens
Yeah.
that you use. Dun, 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 dun. Where's Barney when you need him, right? Right.
My Jim Hines, the Beacon.
Okay.
What kind of nib is on there? That's a medium?
Yep, it's a medium.
And does it have a colored nib on it?
Pretty sure it has purple.
I think we have a guy who likes purple here. Very cool. Very cool.
Hmm. Matthew, do you have any Mike Green pens yet?
Nope.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Say, Matthew, I was just wondering, are you thinking about doing videos like your dad, or have you thought about that? You'd like to do that?
Sometimes I do them with my dad.
Oh yeah, I've seen you with your dad, but I mean, like, have you thought about doing videos? What kind of videos do you think you would like to do? Would you do something like that? Like reviews or what?
Probably like reviews.
Okay.
Well, Matthew, this is a brand new idea that came to my head, which I don't have very many ideas. And of course, Mike, surprised you're involved in this. So Matthew, right now, I want you to talk with Mike, and I want you to order a pen of your choice right now, Matthew, and I'll pay for it. Right now, Matthew.
Wow.
So you talk with Mr. Mike Green right now. Let's get this done.
Wait, so do I like pull up his website and look?
However you want to do it.
That'd give you a clue, right?
Your time is
Well
money.
played, Mr. Baronis. Well played.
What's your website called?
Okay, it's let's see. The website is called mikespenfun.com. There you go.
There it is. Dun, 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 dun.
mikespenfun.com.
Mike's been showing some just recently, this last week, some new ones he's done. They have clips and everything, and they look pretty cool.
Well, you know, I tend to make custom pens, and it's So it can be, you know, just about anything you want, you know, that I can make actually.
So remember,
But,
Matthew, you got to do it while we're live.
Okay, well that's puts the pressure on or whatever, but
Let's
that's
put the
fine.
pressure on Mike. Go ahead, Matthew.
Lots
That's
Suck
gonna
it.
of
make me-
pressure there, Larry. That's not
It's-
fair.
It's tough on me, yeah. So let's see if you go to. I'll do the same thing. I'm going to go to my website. Well, you know what we could do? We could do it on the line here.
What about that beautiful orange one that you showed off? Was that today or yesterday? You had an orange one. It's like half orange, Mike.
Yeah, that one you can't have because that's actually Larry ordered that one. That was orange and
Ta-da!
black.
Oh,
Larry,
he just-
Larry.
He ordered that one. You can. It's in the sold list. You can't really see it directly on the website, but if you're Matthew, if you look at the website, we can kind of, you know, it's a question of what kind of pens do you like, really. So that's kind of what you were talking about.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking. I saw a couple that look pretty nice.
Right. There was, you know, if you go further in, there's some giraffe pens. I did do some
Oh, I
recently.
found my giraffe pen for whoever was looking.
Ooh.
Well, that's a
Oh,
nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a purple giraffe on Mike's website.
Yep. That's pretty close to the what, you know, so the same kind, I think, is not the exact same pen as what your father has, but it's a similar thing. So a lot of it's just, you know, pick out like what color do you want? Like we were just talking about, do you like purple or whatever, or what pattern? There are lots, as you've seen in your father's collection, there's a bewildering. I mean, if you go to the pen shows, there's so many different kinds, right?
Do you like the sparkly kinds, Matthew? With like sparkle stuff in them?
Oh, what do you see?
This is hard.
Yes, I know. It is hard. Yeah, Larry's giving you a tough problem. I have the same problem when I look at pens. I have a lot of trouble picking out one because I like a lot of different pens. And of course, you're looking at these. You know, I make a lot of different kinds of pens. These are pens that are already made. See, I could make something that hasn't been made yet. You know, you would just decide you want something like this, and, you know, different color or different. In fact, I was just going through this evening trying to figure out what I'm going to make next. That kind of thing. So I was looking at football team colors. All right, I'm thinking about doing some of those. So I'll make a pen out of something like that, you know, but it can be anything.
Mike, sometimes you hold up whole racks full of pens that you already finished it already.
Oh yeah. Well, if you look again, like you look at the website, you can just kind of go through. There's probably, I think I have something like 100 pens made right now.
Oh my.
So there's a lot
Decisions, Matthew. And everybody is waiting and watching,
no, we're
listening.
not in any hurry. Just relax.
No pressure, Matthew. None.
Yeah.
I have made my decision.
Okay.
Ah,
All right.
probably a giraffe. Watch.
3, 2,
Okay. Don't let
1.
them. Okay. What have you decided?
Here we go.
The mistletoe.
The mistletoe. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking. I'm close.
Okay, somebody share a screen.
Let's go. Somebody share. Don't ask me. I don't know how to do it, but Jake, can you do it?
Working on it.
Okay, there you go. I'm actually looking for the pen. Well, I just found it. Okay, here we go. I can. You're going to share your screen there, Matthew? Or should I do it?
You can do it. I don't know how.
Okay, yeah.
I don't either, Matthew.
It's okay. Let's see if Larry has set this thing up. It's really a matter of how well they've done. Oh yeah, you did. I can do it. Okay, I should be able to. I need to tell it to share. There we go. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way here a little bit. Okay, here I'm going to bring it over. There.
Oh, look at that.
You should be able to see that now.
Oh, look at that.
That's called it's called mistletoe. And I can.
What size nib would be in that?
That is a number 6. You can see there's a number 6 Bach So now there's the next problem. I'm digging through my piles right now. I think I found it. 140. I'm looking for the pen here. That's not it.
Wait, Larry, am I allowed to change my decision?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The-
it's
Okay.
not, yeah.
You haven't
Okay,
signed on the
the
dotted
blue
line or
giraffe.
found the pen yet.
The what?
So what?
The blue giraffe.
Told you.
Blue
I
graph.
knew it.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it
Well,
was
that's a
coming. Yeah.
doozy.
All right. Yeah. Here. I'll
Oh,
tell you what. I'll
yeah.
bring that one. I'll bring the image back up again here if I can find it. Share screen.
Blue
I don't want the exact same one as my dad, but just the
Right.
style.
Okay. Here.
Well-
I can go
Well,
find
real
it's right
quick,
there.
Matthew, there's
It's
one
right
like
there. This
the
one.
giraffes are. Whoa!
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh man!
Oh,
giraffes are very
your
fun.
dad's gonna
Wow.
enslave you.
All right.
Mm-mm.
What color
Oh.
does Troy have?
Here's the
He
purple.
has. Oh shoot. He's the purple one.
I'm gonna get out of the way. Yep, he's got the purple one. Oh yeah, I had my screen going there. I have a purple one too.
Wow!
That's the
There you
one that
go.
my dad has.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
purple-
what-
That's
Very
the one you
nice.
showed earlier.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
showed
see
us
in the
that.
light.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Now the nib, is it going to be a Bach or a Jovo?
It is now. That's the next thing. It is. This has a Bach nib now, Matthew. The question now is, what width do you want? You want a medium?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you'd want a medium. You were just saying you like mediums a lot, and so what I would do is put a. I'm looking through my list here. Do you like? Of course, it's not. We're not quite done picking. I can, even if you want a medium, I can do different colors. Do you like gold, or rose gold, or steel? Let me see what I have in stock here. That one, I don't think I have a picture of that one, but if you look here, it's like right now, it has a gold nib in it. All right.
That's
Is
good.
that Jovo or
Like
Bach?
that? These are Bach. This
Yeah.
has made for a box. You want a medium Bach gold nib in there?
Yep.
Have you ever used one, Matthew? Have you ever used a Bach nib?
No.
Well, you're about to. Okay.
They're
There you go.
nice.
Matthew
what it'll look
stepping
like.
on up.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're diversifying a little bit. You'll have to, maybe someday you can sit down with your dad and do a review of this, right? I'll send it to you and you can do a review. That would be cool. Let's see. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go through my list. I'm pretty sure I already have your ad. I sent one to your dad, so I think I've already got your address. So we're well on our way here. Okay. I will have a medium one boxed up, and then it'll be in the mail well on Tuesday. We can't mail anything until Tuesday. So
Wow. Huh.
there you go.
Wow, Matthew, that's pretty cool.
I think that's a good choice, though. These are pretty. They're a lot
I
of
think
fun.
your dad's gonna try to trade you.
For real, Mike, that's a beautiful color. It really
Yeah,
is.
That's a good
Stunning.
choice.
Yeah, blue, that's my favorite color. Purple is my dad's favorite color.
Yeah, I love blue, green, purple, and red, and the rest on down.
Yeah.
That's me as well. Yep, a blue fan. So we're done with that. How do you feel from that? Relieved? Pressure? Nothing
Pressure.
like
It was hard to make my decision.
Yeah, it's tough being put on the spot like that, isn't it?
Yep. Like there was like 5 different ones at the beginning, and then I just had to narrow it down.
Yeah.
that's the hard part, isn't it, Mike? Narrowing it down.
Well, you can tell that too.
Oh, well,
Larry
not
is
really.
really. I'll tell you, Matthew. Larry is really bad at picking out a pen. He will want everything. I think I'm that way a little bit too, though. I think we're all
I
that
think-
way.
Matthew, Mike sent me to review, not to keep, 3 or 4 pens. And they never went back. So I kept them. Yeah, I bought them, but I kept them there.
yeah.
He was a little perturbed with me, but he gets over it.
Matthew,
No,
you'll find you can't go wrong with a Mike Green pen. They're mighty
Oh,
fine.
well, I
Great
enjoy it.
traveling.
We think so.
Looking for it.
Yeah. I've got a bunch
Now,
of
I know Liz also really enjoys Mike's pens.
Yeah.
Now, who is the Galaxy?
That's Renee.
Renee. Hello, Renee. Welcome to the fun group. This is Matthew up there talking about his experience with fountain pens. And I think this is your first rodeo for to come on a Zoom, isn't it, Matthew?
I've done one before, but now with everyone.
Right. Okay. Just by yourself. I mean, with everyone by yourself. So this is your first.
Yep.
And let's see, Miss Lana's going to show probably some Pelican.
Lannis has got toys.
One slight problem, I went looking for my stuff, and obviously I thought, where is that one pen case of mine? Because it has, of course, one of my favorites in it.
Ah, yes.
Ooh,
Ah, Mike. Yeah.
beautiful.
This is Matthew, this is the pen that Mike Green made for me. And Mike, do you remember what it's called?
That's a tough one. I'm not good with names. You know, I have trouble remembering names.
But it's very pretty.
It was a pearl kind of color. I want to
Yeah,
say
there's some purple and green and but I was just looking for it and I thought, okay, I've unpacked this box and that box and that box of pens. Where are my favorites? And lo and behold, oh, Matthew, this is my Heinz pen.
Ooh. Well,
okay.
these are my three that these are my two that I have in my pen case. I have another in my drawer.
Okay.
Very nice.
Very cool. Mine has a blue nib. You can see that.
Then I
Pretty
have
neat.
one. This one needs to be cleaned.
But
oh, Lannis, yours is called an opal pen.
oh, right.
Opal. Yeah.
It looks opal, doesn't it?
If nothing else fails, look at your list on your spreadsheet, right?
I do a lot of business with them, Mr. Hines.
Do you?
What kind of business do you buy from him?
Yeah,
Or do you send pens there for repair? I don't even know. Does he do repairs?
I buy pens from him. This one I owe him a review on.
Ah, that's a great pen.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to it yet because of a school.
School. Yeah, that sounds good.
So then do you live close to him? I live in Canada, so I don't know where everybody lives here except for Mr. William Mark Edwards III, Esquire.
I live in North Carolina. He lives in Texas, so that's about like
okay.
That's like a 20-hour drive or
Well,
so.
that's a ways to go.
Lannis, I keep forgetting, what province do you live in?
I'm in Ontario, and I live in Mississauga, which is like virtually connected to Toronto. It's part of the GTA, Greater Toronto Administration or whatever, but that's where it is, Mississauga.
You know the guys from Rush?
Do I know who?
The guys from Rush.
Oh, absolutely. They're my next door neighbors. In fact, since I moved into this senior's apartment, they're probably here somewhere.
Awesome.
Rush. Okay. You got me on there, Mark. We're talking band Rush. Okay.
It's very dangerous to put me on an open mic, Larry. But while I'm here, this is a Mike Green pen. I think it's one of a kind. It is Crimson and Navy, University of Mississippi.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. That's a new one too.
Very beautiful, and I have to fight my wife off because she's trying to get it all the time. Very awesome pen.
Yeah, Mike
So what do
Green
you-
made that.
So what do you think of this? I literally have them on my desk right now. I was going to make a fountain pen out of this. What do
Yeah,
you
that's the
think?
same blank.
It's the same blank, but I'm thinking about making a fountain pen out of it. Just not one of the kit pens.
Oh, I'll
what would
be
you
all
think of
over
a
it.
fountain pen. So I've got a pile of pens, football pen colors, and I got these when I bought that pen, the blank for yours, the Ole Miss pen here. I bought these blanks. And I said, I think I could make some fountain pens, and people would like these too. So
Yeah, I will be glad to be your first purchaser of the Ole Miss blank fountain pen. Just put a number 6 nib in it.
okay, I will.
6 or 8.
I was just laying them out, thinking, okay, I think I'm going to do a batch of football pens. So that's going to be my next project. So you have to keep your eyes open. They'll be coming.
You have to do a green and gold for the Edmonton. Oh, they're not Edmonton Eskimos anymore because that's
Oh.
not politically correct.
Oh,
They're
right.
Edmonton Elks.
Okay, the Edmonton Elks. Okay.
Elks.
Let me make a note.
Yeah, there's a lot of elk in Alberta.
But okay, and they used to be called the Eskimos. Huh?
Yeah.
I might be able to find the
Forever and always Edmonton Eskimos.
Oh, right. I understand. Yeah, we're doing a lot of renaming here too. I'm sad to hear that the Canadians are doing it too. But
Oh, yeah.
we
You know,
have to be
changing-
PC.
Changing university names and all of that, like you'd think it was a fad or something, but anyway.
Yeah. So Matthew, do you have plans
because
to
there's
go
a
to
lot
the
of
university
history.
someday? I'm sorry.
I said it's sad because there's a lot of history involved, right?
Right. Have you? I know it's a little early to be pushing those kind of questions, huh? Matthew?
Yeah. I haven't really thought about it yet.
Yeah, it's a little early. You got plenty of time.
What
But,
grade are you in, Matthew?
8th.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in high school next year.
Yeah. Well,
Can you
I
believe
think-
it, Matt?
Yeah.
When I met Matt, he was just a little old guy.
Yeah.
Yep, sit down at that table, him and his other 2 brothers. But Matthew is shot up. I just can't believe it. He's grown up
Yeah.
already.
Well,
man.
Matthew, you're way ahead of me because I think I only started using fountain pens about when I was in 7th or 8th grade. So you're way ahead of where I was.
Yeah, I was in 5th or 6th grade when I started, but for a limited time. We were able to use a fountain pen, and our teacher was excited. We were excited, but then after a while, wasn't a month or so, that she told us that the school wouldn't let us use the fountain pens, so we had to stop. But we had the ink wells on the desk that put your ink in and fill them. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was cool. I use I think it's a Schaefer pocket pen. I believe they're Schaefers we used back then. Remember, guys? Anybody remember those?
I used a Schaefer pen. I don't think it was a pocket. I don't know if it was called a pocket pen, but it was just a
Yeah,
little.
well, they're not
inexpensive pen.
big.
It was
They're
a
not
little
big at all.
inexpensive pen. Yeah. But, yeah.
They're really a cool pen, and I have to use a cartridge in them. Y'all don't want to look in these drawers, please.
More letters.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say more pens to review, Jake.
No, they're in there too.
I don't even know where Jake's are. I mean, come on, give me a break. I want to show you something, Matt, and I'm always well prepared, right? Beats me. You know what I do?
Larry, since you have so many pens, Larry, since you
Huh?
have so many pens, do you have David Oscarson?
Don't tell nobody, but yes, I have 2 of them. Right, yeah. No.
Jake, do you know first aid, CPR? I think Larry's going to go.
Yes.
Do we need to get the mid-flight helicopter?
My next Mont Blanc pen that I've been looking at which is not going to happen anytime soon, is going to be, I don't know. What do you call that one with the serpent on the pen?
The Rouget Noir.
The Caduceus?
That Doncaster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember what that specifically.
Yeah, yeah. It's not the small one. That one that you got, Mark, is a new one, smaller size, I think.
Yeah, the Rouget Noir is the kind of #2 pencil thickness with the snake on it. It's real small and real heavy.
Don't they have a regular size one, I'm thinking?
Well, there's I know they had the Agatha Christie Writers Edition looks just like it, and I'm pretty sure it's bigger. That's the only ones I can think of with the serpent on the barrels, but I could be, my Mont Blanc knowledge is not very deep.
Is that for medical?
Yeah. Well, I guess. Is it, Mark?
Yeah, if it's Cauticus, because unfortunately my Mont Blanc knowledge goes, 149, 147, 146, a couple others, and I'm out.
Yeah. I think I got 144, 145, 146 Legrand, 149s, and a few more that I forgot. But I got like the oblique nib, like oblique, a broad, medium, double broad, and something else. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But how do you like your pen, Mark?
I like all of the Mont Blancs that I have. Yeah, I had fits with my 149. I had baby's bottom. I had to have it worked over, but I like all of them. I tend to buy my 149, my 146, and my 147 are all older pens.
Yeah.
And the Rouget Noir I just picked up, the marbled red one, that's modern. That's last year's limited edition pen.
Right.
Mark, did you ever have you ever tried to find a converter that would work for the 147? I'm kind of curious about that.
I never have. When I know the gentleman, what is it, gopens.com? That's not Ron Zorn, that's somebody else, but it's gopens.com. He had a couple of them at one time in one of his catalogs. So I thought about picking it up. But I got my 147 because it was a burgundy, and I intended to get the 144, 146, 147 set in burgundy, and then I struck out on finding a 146 for forever. So I just kind of kept with the cartridge theme.
I think check with Lena at Pen Boutique. She has one that will fit it, made for the Mont Blanc. I got one from her years ago, and I forgot. It was for the same one you are talking about, Dan, but also for the what do you call the not on the moon, that pen, I forgot the name. The moon pen, they call it, I forgot. Anyway.
Yeah. But
yeah, in fact, you'll see it on their website, on the Mont Blancs. The refill, yeah. I think they're like $7 to $11, somewhere in there. So you can't go wrong if you want to get it. So, Matt, when are you going to get a Mont Blanc? Be real nice to Daddy. Be real nice to Daddy.
Yeah, whenever he gets me one, or whenever I can afford it.
So when do you plan to start working?
Oh.
I'm gonna try and get a job when I'm 16, just so that like when we go to shows that I have a bigger budget. Because hopefully they won't make me pay rent.
Oh, wow.
The system is made to be exploited, young man. That's good.
Right.
Carry on, my wayward friend. Yes, yes.
Just remember, they don't charge Snoop Dogg any rent.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Barney?
All the kibble and bones that you can eat.
Yeah, they didn't charge Slimy rent, and he was way older than me.
There you go.
Ah.
Oh, Slimy. Huh. He was something else. Yes, he was.
Yep.
Okay, folks, we're fixing to wrap up. I've got to go eat some dinner, take some medicine, and y'all have any
I'm happy,
questions?
Mike, you made me go open a box and see if I could find my pins.
And you found them.
So thank you for that. Well, I had them in a specific pen case, the ones that I wanted to make sure that I knew where they were, of which obviously I didn't because I didn't think they were in that box. But anyway, I'm glad I found the pin that you made me so I could show you guys.
All right. Well, thank you, Matthew.
Okay,
This has been
anybody
a lot of
else?
fun. Thank you, Matthew. This has been a lot of fun.
All right, Mr. Matthew, peace and love. It's been dynamite great, and be watching because Micah Santa's going to fix him to deliver. Let's hear it from Micah Santa. All right, my folks. All right, so my friends, I'm done. Everybody else done, good to go. But we're out of here, friends. Take care. Peace and love, y'all. Be safe.
Adios, guys. See ya.
Bye.